There's a body shot right hand from Shakur and then goes with the southpaw jab.
I see something very appealing from Shakur Stevenson. You see the grease on his body?
Yes.
He's expecting body shots coming from Jamel Herring.
Of course, at the discretion of the referee, pre-fight, Mark Nelson looked him over as to whether or not it's acceptable.
It shouldn't be.
But you can see it. That shimmer and shine off of the bright lights here at State Farm Arena. Left hand comes in from Shakur. Laser focus, tried to sweep the right hand across the belt line as well.
Just how Shakur Stevenson is going to slowly take over this fight is by power boxing. It's not moving around. He can avoid punches, but he has to make Jamel Herring pay when he misses punches. He can't win this fight. And Jamel has to start to pick up the pace because even though this is only the first round, Shakur can do this all night long.
All night.
Jamel has to start to implement the game plan that he's been talking about all week, which is being the bully.
If it stays like this, it's on Shakur's terms, Timmy.
All night long, Shakur Stevenson is systematically already breaking down and found his rhythm and found his mark quickly in his first round.
And you know that Shakur is getting to Jamel right now because he's got Jamel hesitant to throw. Jamel came out going punch for punch. Now he's got Jamel thinking, trying to figure out what to do next.
That's the right hand, that left hand I'm talking about. Jamel doesn't see things coming from that side, and he's walking that way at the moment, getting hit with straight left hands from Shakur Stevenson.
The famed trainer of the pound-for-pound elite, Terrence Bud Crawford, simply tell Jamel Herring, Dre, you gotta commit, push him back.
That's bad news for Team Herring when you get that kind of coaching in the after.
Said it would be his breakout performance. He took criticism for his last performance. People said you could have gotten rid of the guy. You could have pressed the gas pedal a little bit. You see that laser focus early on tonight.
Tess, every fighter fights with respect. I understand the belts, yes, they're a spectacle in the sport. They're nice to have. But we as fighters, we want to be respected by the people in the industry and the fans. That's what Shakur Stevenson is fighting for right now.
And Shakur still got to be smart because Jamel is dangerous with that left hand and he's dangerous with a right hook. And Shakur Stevenson is doing the right thing by marching forward behind the right jab.
1-2, backs it up with a southpaw right hook as well. And then from range, back to the jab. Good work. Pinpoint accuracy from Shakur Stevenson with that left hand.
Within the corner. You see, this is a fight that I knew that Shakur Stevenson had in him. I know he can stand his ground. I know he can fight well in the inside. And he's showing us a different dimension of his skill set. He can do it all.
Finding those levels, too. Look at that four-punch combination. Then goes down to the body with a jab. Then back upstairs with the left hand. Three-punch combination to the head. Shakur. Look at this work.
It's looking like Gotti Floyd right now.
Yes, it is.
It's looking like Floyd Mayweather, Arturo Gotti right now, where you thought the bigger guy was going to back the smaller guy up, but the smaller guy has a lot more physical strength, a lot more prowess, and a lot more punching power than you thought.
Herring ain't going to lay down, though. I'm letting you know that right now. He's a Marine. He's going to fight back. And I see him. He's trying his spots right now.
He's taking those steps forward. That's what he needs to do.
He's never been in a tough fight, so that's also the game plan.
The fight is starting to break out now.
Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Herring's not backing up, and Shakur's still giving.
Neither is Shakur. Shakur's standing his ground right now. Backing up when he needs to, and then stepping inside.
Right. Signage for their big pay-per-view coming up on November 20th as Bud Crawford sits ringside.
Time.
With everything he's got.
Yeah, but see the ring IQ right here? Okay, you want to put the high guard up? Okay, I'm going to come straight down the middle. I'm going to come around the guard. I'm going to hit you everywhere, anywhere I can. And then he drops levels with a nice jab. causing some problems for Shakur Stevenson. Oh, nice shot right there.
Lifted him with the right hand.
And that got Jamel Herring's attention.
As it should. Off angle, didn't matter. Well scored by Stevenson. World title on the line. Stevenson off to a great start.
Time.
Round number 5 of our world title fight. Shakur Stevenson with a 73-30 advantage in total connects. In the locker room is Jamel Herring's wife, Jen. She has not come out to watch this ringside. Has her head turned right now. Obviously, her husband has quite the uphill battle to try to defend his title here tonight with the way Stevenson is off to this strong start.
Break. No. Come on. Let go. Come on, don't grab, Jamel. Just box.
Herring's doing a good job behind that jab of his.
Let's make a model of the solar system.
Landing it on Shakur. That's been the difficult task for any fighter. Whoa.
Shakur turned him around and now the headshots come in. Able to get around the guard of Herring.
Break. Don't punch. Break. Don't punch. Step back all the way.
Jamel Herring has to free that one hand, his right hand or his right arm, and just let both shots go.
Ooh,
Shakur may throw.
Right,
but he's got to
scored well by Stevenson right there.
He hurt him with that shot.
You saw Herring off balance for a moment, didn't you, Timmy?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And the reason why that shot hurt him is because he didn't see it coming.
Quick right hook.
Break. Don't punch. I got it. Step back clean.
Right hook does damage, winning the fight. Let's look at Andre Ward's scorecard because it's a pretty easy one to score.
Get out of there.
The only round you could even consider Herring would be the 5th round.
Fifth round.
That's the only round where he had double-digit connects. He was 12 of 50 still, and Shakur still had seemingly better moments in that round, landing 13 power punches, so it's a clean sweep.
Right. Shakur landed the best punch in that round, and he did a little bit more. Jamel came on, but he let Shakur close it just enough where I gave Shakur that 5th round.
Jamel trying to get around Mark Nelson. He's trying to get around Mark Nelson, just get after it.
Stop.
I was going to say that this is where Herring said, or he wanted him inside right now. Jamel Herring has Shakur where he wants him. He's got to try to take advantage, but Shakur is not playing along.
Hands free.
It's a mean 3-piece right there.
See, Shakur is a really good inside fighter. And this is what I've been trying to tell people. He's a really good inside fighter. If he wants to commit to it, he can do it.
Landed that short
back
right
on your
hand and
pound
then rolled. That conversation is most likely going to be happening soon enough if he can continue on the path he's been on in his career.
Oh.
Keep him up, guys. Come on. Keep the punches up.
Stevenson's got to stay focused. He can't look at the ref because when he did, Jamel Herring did just what he was supposed to do. He landed a straight left hand.
We're good.
Beautiful short uppercut right there by Herring on the inside. But here, this punch right here, right down to the groin area by Herring. You can see the restraint complaining to the referee.
Round number 8.
Team Herring has to continue to try to convince him that he can win this fight. Even though he's down on the card, son, you got to keep pressing forward. Remember the game plan. We said he was going to fade late. We'll never know if that's true if you don't. But I don't think it's the way Bo Mack is saying it is. But Bo Mack is doing his job. He's earning his money tonight. He has to encourage his fighter and try to make this man believe that he can still win this fight.
Jamel Herring has been executing Bone Mac's game plan these last few rounds, getting inside, dirtying it up, but Shakur Stevenson is tougher, rougher, and better inside than anyone thought.
That's the way Jamel Herring needs to answer a 2-3 punch combination from Shakur. He needs to answer with his own 2 or 3 punch combination. Shots like that.
Break, don't punch. I got it.
See, Stevenson has came in here in this fight with a made-up mind. He just hurt Herring with that. He hurt Herring with an uppercut.
2 more headshots came in as well. Timmy, a few years ago, you and I were in New York and we were broadcasting a Shakur Stevenson fight, and I remember turning to you and saying, I think I'm starting to see the man strength come out in Shakur Stevenson. Tonight it has fully arrived. This is a strong, sturdy, thicker version of Shakur Stevenson, and it's at 130 pounds.
And he's fighting the biggest guy that he's ever faced in his entire career. He's fighting a true 130-pounder in Jamel Herring. Could very well be at 135 pounds.
He was.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just the best, I mean the biggest, but the best.
Yes.
The most accomplished as a professional.
Gives up 3 inches to him, a guy who was at a higher weight class to begin with.
Step back. Stop! Don't punch. I got it. Step back.
Catching him and cut, I think open up that right eye, I believe.
On that punch, in fact, Timmy. Another round where Shakur Stevenson lands 12 of 32 on power punches in that last round. Round number 10.
Stop!
For the WBO 130-pound title.
I'm going to have a look at the cut, baby.
Ringside position is going to look at this cut on the right eye that just opened up in the last round.
It's good. I just don't know where it is. I want you to just look at it.
Dr. Jeff Traub has the duties with the Georgia Commission.
We're good? Okay. Neutral corner. Time in.
Not sure if that little rest is going to benefit Jamel Herring or Shakur Stevenson the most.
All I know is Shakur Stevenson see that blood, and I bet you he's going to attack that eye of Jamel Herring. Good at it. It's hard to see, especially when you got blood dripping down the eye. It's in the spot. It's above the eye, so it is definitely blurring his vision a bit, impairing his vision.
Now the cut is worsening, and another left hand comes in. And look at these headshots from Shakur.
Shakur isn't wasting any energy. He's very...
That's what blood does.
That is it. They are waving it off. This is a TKO victory for Shakur Stevenson, and he is a 2-division world champion. An absolute A+ performance from Shakur.
See Shakur closing in on Jamel Herring. The blood excited him. He sees weakness in his opponent, and Jamel Herring isn't responding. So Shakur did what he was supposed to do. Pour it on. That's what you're trained to do. And this is what everybody asked for in his last fight. So he... what they wanted. Are you not entertained tonight by the young fighter Shakur Stevenson?
Said it would be the best performance of his career. It was. Want to remind everybody that we will have the complete post-fight show, The State of Boxing, on the ESPN app. You can go over there. We'll take it deep into the night. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is brought to you by Geico. Save even more when you bundle home and car insurance. So many overlapping colleagues and friends and trainers between these two camps as Bud Crawford joins in for the photo. Bud Crawford, the welterweight champion of the world. Many have him atop the pound-for-pound list. He'll be fighting Sean Porter in what should be a thrilling pay-per-view on November 20th.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside State Farm Arena, Referee Mark Nelson calls a stop to this bout at 1 minute 30 seconds of round number 10. For your winner by technical knockout and new WBO Junior Lightweight Champion of the World, Shakur Stevenson!
17-0. The best he's been, landed a 164-87 edge. Dre, your final thoughts.
Great performance. If you have criticism and you have people that are asking questions about you, are you really the guy? Should you be competing?
Form your LLC today. Zen Business has helped